What is going on, folks? Dara here from DMG's Cocktails, back at it again with another video. I know it's been about 5 months since I uploaded, but I decided, you know what, I may as well just upload a video, because what else are you going to be doing? Like, the bar's not open up for another 2 weeks anyway, so I think I'll be alright. Anyway, so hope you missed me, because I know I missed a lot of yous. I know you can't really see my face, but you can see it now. This is just a different setup. I thought I'd get the nice clean worktop out, something a bit more presentable, sort of to dress up, you know, for the video, just for the crack sort of thing. Yeah, so anyway, in today's video we're going to be doing it's not a unique cocktail, but I'd say it's one that a lot of people mightn't have heard of. Now, it was famous around the 80s, sort of 90s era in America. It's called a self-starter cocktail. Now, don't ask me why it's called a self-starter cocktail, because I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not sure, maybe because it self-starts to get you drunk or something. I don't know, because it's a very alcohol-heavy drink, you know, I'll tell you for free. Basically, you're using no mixer. Your mixer, in this case, is going to be the Apricot brandy, and you only use like a 1/4 ounce of it anyway. So, now that we've got all that formalities out of the way, Jesus, hopefully the t-shirt doesn't fly up on you, you might get a sight for sore eyes. But yeah, musty lap. But let's get straight on this video. So, you're going to need 4 things for this cocktail. Now, realistically, you can do it with only 3 if you can't find one of the products. But the 4th one sort of gives it that extra sort of edge, if you know what I mean. So, the 4 ingredients that you're going to need at the moment, you're going to need some dry gin. So this is some Jawbox gin. I'm using the end of it there, as you can tell. I've been very enjoying it. You're going to need absinthe. Now, this is the optional one if you can't find absinthe. Now, it does need to be real absinthe. You can try and get the absinthe a type of spirit, but it doesn't really do the thing justice. So this is just some Paranoid absinthe. It's 68%, so it's not as strong as some of the absinthe you can get, but it's what I have at the moment. I do have really strong stuff out there, but I decided, you know, I'm not trying to get that panel today anyway. You're also going to need some Apricot brandy. This is just some bold. You get that for a tenner on most off licenses. And you're going to need Lillet Blanc. Now, you can usually find it online. I know Wine Mart has it. Whiskey Exchange also has it for UK shipping, obviously. Now, I would usually say go and buy it on Amazon, because that's where I got it. But one of the reasons why I haven't uploaded in a while is the same reason why I'm not going to recommend Amazon. Is just simply because of the fact that they don't sell alcohol to you outside of the UK anymore. Now, that's because Brexit absolutely fucked it, but that's going to be a completely different story for a different day. I'm not getting into that right now. I'll be here for an hour chatting about it. But yeah, gin, absinthe, apricot liqueur, apricot brandy, Lillet Blanc. Now, you can also garnish it with a lemon twist, but I'm not going to bother doing that today, because that there's just sort of a completely different thing off topic. Anyway, so the first thing that we're going to do here, before we even start mixing everything, is the first thing that I'm just going to go ahead and do is I'm going to grab this absinthe. Now, you don't need a lot of it, you really don't. You literally just need the smallest amount. Let's see if I can get the smallest amount in here. Let's have a look at this. You see that? That is literally all you need. That wee tiny dribble, because basically what you're doing is you're coating the outside of the glass, or around the inside of the glass, with the absinthe. Now, this is just to give it a nice minty texture on the outside, and it also makes it taste lovely. So we're just going to go make sure all the corners are covered evenly enough, and then once we do that, we're just going to go and finish the excess. Lovely stuff. So, next we're going to actually get onto the cocktail making side of things. So, what you're going to need for this is you are going to need a mixing glass. So you're not going to need a shaker or a, what do you call them, you know what I mean, the jiggers and stuff. Well, you do need a jigger to measure it, but basically you don't need one of these things. So you don't need to worry if you don't have a fucking mixing tin. You're just going to need some sort of glass that you can mix it in. Now, I'm using an actual mixing glass, but realistically a normal glass works the same. It's just hard to gauge sort of the temperature of it. The whole reason why we're using a mixing glass is just to make it colder. It's not going to reduce the taste of the alcohol, but it just means it won't burn as much, if you know what I mean. But that's something for a different side of things anyway. So first of all, before we do follow this up with ice, you are going to need ice obviously as well, is you are going to need 45 millilitres or about 1.5 ounces of dry gin. Now normal gin works, Gordon's is perfect for this. I'm just using this job box because I had a little bit of it left, and I thought, you know what, I may as well use it for as a special occasion because it's my first video in literally 4 or 5 months at this rate. Which I do apologise for, but there's a lot of things going on and I just sort of was not feeling it. But we back. So 45 mils of the jaw box gin. Then you're going to need 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of your Lillet Blanc, or Lillet Blanc if you want to be formal about it. So you're just going to get about 3/4 of an ounce of this, and we're just going to put it on here. Let's see, 22.5 mils sort of. I think it was a little bit more than a 3/4 ounce, but you know, we're not pussies around here, we drink. We drink like we can. And then finally, all you're going to need is a 1/4 ounce of your apricot brandy or apricot liqueur, depending on what you can find obviously. But yeah, that's all the cocktail. That is everything you need in the cocktail. Next, what you're going to need is you are going to go ahead and get ice. Now, I use this packaged ice that you can get in most shops. You don't need to if you don't want to, but I just prefer it because it doesn't have that there fake sort of taste yet, like you would expect from like tray ice or something like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and give this a stir. Now, realistically, you're going to want to stir it for about 30 seconds or just until the temperature is nice and cool. So basically what I'm doing is my index finger, so my first finger here, is I'm waiting until that there gets really cold. If it gets really cold and starts being red and stuff, that's how you know it's sort of the right temperature. So just keep an eye on that, and you'll see after a while how sort of cold it is. So we'll let you know what the crack is in a couple of minutes here. But yeah, while I'm doing this here, folks, if you have any stories from over the lockdown, or you have any sort of cocktail ideas that you would like me to do, please feel free just to go ahead and drop them down in the comments, because I love making a round cocktail, as you know. At this point, I swear I'm a borderline alcoholic at this rate, but yeah, basically this is just a wee self-starter one. It's just to kick it up a gear, something unique. But I'm hoping, now don't quote me on this, I am hoping that maybe I will start doing weekly uploads, but basically just don't bank on it, don't be expecting me to be doing weekly uploads, because I don't know how well I'm going to do that. But yeah, that there's nice and cool down now. I'm going to go and grab a strainer if I can find one. Like so. We're going to get a strainer. This is a job strainer, you can just use whatever, and we're just going to single strain this into the cocktail glass. There we go. Now, like I was saying, you can garnish it with a bit of lemon juice, or not lemon juice, but like a lemon twist, but I'm just going to leave it naked as is, because you don't really need it, and you know, I don't have lemons, so anyway, let's give this here stuff a taste and we'll see what it is like. Cheers, folks. Oh, it's lovely. It's very fruity. The Lillet Blanc really does come through, but you can also taste a little bit of that apricot liqueur or apricot brandy. That gin is a very potent sort of gin. It's about 40, let's have a wee look here. It is, if you can find it here, 43% alcohol by volume. So yeah, it is a strong enough gin. It's not going to be as weak as your Gordon, so you are going to taste it on there, but whatever you are using, just don't worry about it. But I'm going to get an hour sip of this. Oh, it's lovely. I didn't miss these cocktails, folks. But yeah, that was the self-starter cocktail. I will have the recipe down in the description if you want it anyway, but if you've been following the video, you should really know what's on it. But yeah, just as a little recap, gin, absinthe, optional, Lillet Blanc and apricot brandy. You can usually find them in Chiller or some other off license, or even if you go on Wine Market or Whiskey Exchange or something like that online, they can distribute out to Northern Ireland and stuff like that. But you know folks, thanks for watching. As I did say before, I'm glad to be back. I really do hope I start doing weekly uploads, but again, don't quote me on that, because you know there's no guarantee that I'm going to be doing it. But yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, share the video with all your mates, just put a tag on it. DMG's Cocktails is back for good, hopefully. And then once we do that, we should hopefully get more exposure and stuff like that. And afterwards, it might make me realise, you know, get the cocktails sorted out. Anyway, folks, that's enough of me rambling. I shall chat to you later. And again, if you've any more cocktails or anything you want me to do, leave them down in the comment section below. Cheers, folks. Have a good one.